फटाफट ये वीडियो देखो।
तो अगर तुम्हारी मर्जी के बिना पत्ता नहीं हिलता है और सब कुछ तुम देख रहे हो, तो फिर ये जो दुनिया में इतना अन्याय है, दुनिया में इतनी भूख है, इतनी बीमारी है, इतनी मजबूरी है, इतने बलात्कार हैं, इतने हत्याएं हैं, ये इसके सामने हो रहे हैं। और ये चाहे तो रोक सकता है, लेकिन ये होने देता है।
What Javed Saab is giving us is an incomplete version of problem of evil. Let me complete it and formalize it for you. So it goes like this. Consider the following 4 propositions. First, God is omniscient. He's all-knowing, Sarvgyani. God is all-benevolent, Sarvkripalu. Third is God is omnipotent, Sarvshaktiman. Fourth is evil and suffering exists. Now, if you consider all 4 of them to be true, it leads into a contradiction. Because if God is all-knowing, He knows the suffering. He knows that you and me are suffering. And if God is all-benevolent, He should stop our sufferings. And if He's all-powerful, He has the power to stop our suffering. And in fact, He should do that. But He does not, because we for sure know that evil exists. Now, this is one of the strongest arguments against theism, and this has troubled theologians for a very long time. Hence, an entire branch of philosophy called theodicy, theom meaning God and deci meaning justice, tries to accommodate evil in God ways, or simply tries to morally justify evil. And therefore, we have a lot of theodicies: free will theodicy, process theodicy, soul-making theodicy. But the problem still persists. Let's say a child who is just 6 months old, he's born crippled and dies. He has not making any free choices, nor he has had enough time for purifying his soul. But if you take the problem of evil in the Indian philosophical context, even in the theistic context, karma and rebirth sufficiently solves the problem of evil. Because for any evil E that occurs to a person in lifetime N, E is just the consequence of wrong actions by that person in lifetime N or in her lifetimes prior to N. Hence, God is disposed of the responsibility of arbitrarily assigning evil to people. It is because of people's past deeds which they have freely chosen. God just remains impartial and a perfect dispenser of justice. I am not making this up. Many scholars have argued for the case. For example, Max Weber writes that karma doctrine transformed the world into a strictly rational, ethically determined cosmos. It represents the most consistent theodicy ever produced by history. You can also find this problem in the Brahma Sutras, where the objector asks, Bhai, if God is the cause, why is there evil? Shankaracharya answers that God is an operative cause. Just like rain falls on every crop equally. Now उसमें से गेहूं निकल रहा है, बाजरा निकल रहा है, शुगर केन निकल रहा है या वीट निकल रहा है, it completely depends on the potentiality or the potency inside the seed.